Ayun. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Asa man siya? Ayun. Hello. Hello, hello. Test. Hello. Hello, hello. So, tonight, we're going to learn about angles. So, are you ready? Wala akong voice cancellation. I'm not yet ready. Okay, so this is a test broadcast. So how is your evening? Kumusta yung ating gabi ngayon? It's too late in the evening. It's 11:23. Um, oh, I'm sorry. We would have to change our lesson. So, because I never thought that I have uh, prepared a different lesson pala. Change our lesson. So, because I never thought that I have prepared a different lesson pala. So since this is a test broadcast, so please, I do apologize, and instead we'll have the lesson. So since this is a test broadcast, so please, I do apologize, and instead would have the lesson. Uh, the lesson for tonight is graph. Okay. The lesson for tonight is graph. All right. So, good evening. So, late evening, everyone. So, good evening. So, late evening, everyone. Okay. All right. So, we will begin. So, our lesson for this evening is graphs. Okay. So, you can see on my screen. So, we will begin. Our lesson for this evening is graphs. All right. So, you can see on the screen. Wait. All right. So, at the end of the lesson, we're going to learn about angles. And let me cancel this first. All right. Okay. So, at the end of our lesson, you're expected to first define graph. Second, use appropriate graphs to represent organized data via pie chart, bar chart, and line graph. And of course, the third is to appreciate the value of using graphs. Okay, so any question so far with our lesson? Okay, so I think we need to begin now. Okay, but before that, let us have a riddle. So as you can see, there is a set of numbers on your screen. You can see the 1, 2, up to, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 until 11. So can you see the pattern there? The blank. What should be the answer? Okay, so I believe it is. So as you can see here, um, the difference of 6 and 3 is, I mean 3 and 6 is 3. Okay, so and if you add here, you can see that there is 4 on this side, and in the here it's 5, and if you add this one it becomes 21, and so on and so forth. So what will be the answer in the blank? Okay, it should be 66. All right, so there is a puzzle here that you need to identify. So medyo nag-English tayo, no? Um, uh, can you identify what is the blank here? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's a hidden message. First is 5 times 2 minus 2. So what's the answer? So 5 times 2 is 10, minus 2 is 8. So it's G. Okay, and so on. So I'll give you 10 seconds. Is that enough? So may nakakuha ba? Okay, it's what do I to answer? Okay, so the answer is graph actually. All right. So this particular lesson is like a game. So but since we're not in a class or we're not in the actual physical classroom, so we would have to give you points instead. Okay. So a blank, question number one, a blank is a visual representation of a set of data. What is the answer? Okay, graph. Okay, a graph is a visual representation of a set of data. So, visual meaning makikita natin. Representation is yung ito yung nagbibigay ah, or ito yung larawan no na nagpapahiwatig or nagpapaliwanag sa mga set of data. Okay? So, data are numbers or figures or any kind of information na pwede nating i, uh, i-interpret into a graph. So question number two, the most common type of graphs are blank, blank, and blank. So we have the line graph, the bar graph, the circle, or the pie chart. Okay, so here you can see on the three images, you have to identify which figure corresponds to the definition. So let's start. So kanina we have learned the three types of graphs. So first is the line graph. So it is made of two scales, the vertical and the horizontal scales. So the vertical ito, and this is the horizontal scale. Okay, yung 2017 to 2020. So that's the horizontal, and the vertical is this 0% to 100%. So the vertical scale represents the quantity, while the horizontal scale is where the time, hours, days, weeks, months, years can be found. So the points meet at the origin are zero here. So wala kasing data zero. So dito tayo nag-start sa 2017. So as you notice, the lines go up. Okay, there's a gray, an orange, and a blue line, right? So the corn is represented by a blue line. Then the orange is represented as the palay, and then the gray is the banana. So here in this graph, you can see that there is an increase. No, what increase is this? So maybe it's the increase of production, or it's here. It's in the title rather. So the production from 2017 was zero. So as you can see, at 2018, it started to grow, right? So nakita natin 2018, 100% yung banana. Okay, and growing, it's steady until 2020. So it means that among the three kinds of crops, we have the banana, which is having its uh, steady production, sorry, up to 100%. Okay, so any question? All right, so in the types of graphs, for the second one, we have the bar graph. So the bar is like yung parang bar ng chocolate, di ba? Bar. So you can see here, this is a bar. So it is used for making direct visual comparison of data. So the bars may be drawn horizontally or vertically to represent the information. So pwedeng pa ganyan, pahiga, or pataas, like this one. Okay, so you can see here there are three subjects: English, math, and science. So what can you see here? What can you interpret in this graph? So you can see that in the grade 7 level, they're high in math, right? So it's like in 55 approximately 55 in grade. Okay, so that's quite um that's quite low actually sa standards natin, no? But Comparing with the math grades of grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, you can see there's a decrease, a steady decrease. So, mhm. So that's just an example, okay? So third rather, we have the circle graph. So circle, ito yung circle, and makikita natin it's like a pie, no? So that's why it's called also a pie chart. It shows the relation of a part with a whole. So meaning, ito 5% is relative to the other percentages, here in the circle. So that makes it 100%. So if you add it, so it should be 100%. We can see that the tribes or the tribo sa ating barangay, we can see that 60% is Bagobo because this is the blue one, right? And which tribe has the smallest percentage? So there's the Matigsalug tribe, which is 5%. So tatlo na yun. We have the line, the bar, and the pie chart. All right. So here, um, I'd like you to answer also on your seats. So first question: which year has the highest production of corn, pala, and banana? So which year has the highest production of corn? Of corn, we have 3 years. Sorry. Corn, we have 2020, right? For palay, we also have 2020, and banana, actually 3 years ang banana, di ba? 2018, 19, 20. Okay, and then which crop has the highest production rate? So, what's the answer? It's banana. So you can see here on the graph. And the third, which year has no record production of three crops? So the answer is here 0%. So that's 2017. What conclusion can you draw from the graph? I think it must medyo complicated. So if you say conclusion, you will describe the graph generally. So you could say there's a steady increase of production for three crops, and banana has the highest among the three. So like that. So you can have that conclusion. Okay, so you have this activity. Number two, which grade level scored highest in science? So first, you need to know the indicator. So the indicators are blue, orange, and gray. So science is gray. So which grade level has the highest in science grade? Answer is grade 10, this one. Which grade level scored lowest in mathematics? So saan? Math is orange. So here is mathematics. And the third one, what subject that both grade level got the same percentage? So, what subject? Ito, blue, di ba? So that's English. So grade 7 and grade 8 got the same percentage. Right? So any questions so far? You can actually type in on the chat box or the comments if you have questions. Kasi this is course through YouTube page. Okay, so pasensya na yung this is the first lesson that I streamed online. So I'm learning yet. I'm learning still rather. Okay, so for another group activity, which tribe has the highest percentage? So, makita natin una is yung mga ano yung pinakamalaking chunk or pinakamalaking part ng pie ng circle. So, you can see this is the blue. So, blue is Bagobo. So, it means that it's the tribe that has the highest percentage. Second question, which tribe has the lowest in terms of percentage? So, 5%. Yellow is Matig Salog. What is the percentage of Bisaya? So Bisaya, this orange, is 25%. And what conclusion can you draw from the graph? So the conclusion would be that the population of tribe in Barangay Sawawan consists mainly of Bagobo. I mean, the major tribe that has the most number of population, no, is Bagobo. All right. So we have the group activity number two. So yun. So there's a steady increase yun, yung answer natin kanina. So you can actually review this video. If you have questions, you can pause and then play at your own pace so that you can understand well the lesson. Okay, so here we have the answers for activity number two and three. All right. Okay, so since we have to also have an evaluation of our lesson, so I need you to answer this. And actually, the answer or the answers are found after. So, but no cheating. You can pause that portion here. This one, the questions one to three, and then try to check if your answers are correct here. All right. So I need you to, for your home activity, for your research, I need you to know the meanings of the three words, the mean, median, mode, and that would be the next part of our lesson for mathematics 7 for grade 7. So, do you have questions? So, math is mental abuse to humans. Is that it? Or math is mistakes allow thinking to happen. All right. So, math gives us hope that every problem has a solution. Okay. So, that's our lesson for today. So, I hope you catched it or you were able to learn about our lesson for this evening. And I am very much welcome um, for your questions. You can DM, DM. You can directly message me or you can comment on the what do you call that, on the comment section. Okay. So thank you so much and good evening. This is Sir Donald Jake Lopez, and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you.